The United States has officially terminated the implementation of foreign aid programs managed by the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID. Going forward, all such initiatives will be overseen directly by the State Department. The announcement came from Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who shared the update via a post on the Substack platform. According to Rubio, a comprehensive review of thousands of aid programs, totaling over $715 billion in inflation-adjusted spending, led the Trump administration to conclude that USAID no longer effectively serves American national interest abroad. Rubio criticized USAID's performance since the Cold War, claiming it has delivered minimal impact. He argued that many of its development goals were unmet, local security conditions deteriorated, and anti-American sentiment grew in several regions. As examples, he cited the $89 billion invested in the Middle East and North Africa, which he said failed to increase U.S. support in the region, and the $9.3 billion spent in Gaza and the West Bank since 1991. According to Rubio, portions of that funding ended up with groups linked to Hamas, fostering grievances rather than gratitude toward the United States. Strategic overhaul of U.S. foreign aid. Effective July 1st, all foreign aid programs previously managed by USAID have been discontinued. Under the new approach, the State Department will manage all assistance efforts with a focus on aligning them more closely with U.S. strategic interests. Programs that support administration priorities and promote American interests will now be delivered to the State Department, with greater accountability, strategic focus, and operational efficiency, Rubio stated. He also announced a rebranding of U.S. humanitarian aid, which will now be marked solely with the American flag instead of a variety of NGO logos. This change, he said, will ensure that recipients recognize the aid as an investment from the American people, not an anonymous donation. Rubio emphasized that the restructuring would empower regional bureaus and diplomats on the ground, enabling aid programs to respond more quickly to the needs of partner nations while advancing U.S. policy goals. The new model is also designed to counter China's influence, which Rubio characterized as predatory. He said the U.S. will now focus on trade over aid, opportunity over dependency, and investment over assistance. For Americans and for many across the world, July 1st will mark the beginning of a new era, one defined by global partnership, peace, investment, and prosperity, Rubio concluded. Humanitarian and operational fallout. The dismantling of USAID follows President Donald Trump's executive order in January, which imposed a 90-day freeze on all U.S. foreign aid. The move suspended more than 80% of USAID's grant programs and led to the agency being effectively shut down, with most staff either laid off or placed on administrative leave. In May, Rubio defended the shift, stating that the U.S. can no longer be expected to solve all the world problems and must prioritize its own national interests. However, experts warn that the rollback could have severe humanitarian consequences. Analysts estimate that the elimination of USAID programs could lead to more than 14 million preventable deaths in low-income countries over the coming years.